First of all, very good evening to all of you. Today, I will discuss about the topic that is cancer. Clear? So, number one point that cell is the fundamental unit of the life. Cell is the basic structure of the life, and if cell grow, then growth and development of body occurs. But what will happen? Do you ever think that if cell grow abnormally, then it leads to the cancer? So, my dear student, today I will talk about the topic that is cancer. So here I am writing the thing that is the abnormal growth of the cell. Abnormal abnormal growth of the cell is known as cancer. Abnormal growth of cell, this one is known as cancer. Understand? Now the second point in your mind, that how the cancer occur. So for that thing you have to understand, my dear student, that suppose this one is your normal cell. Clear? This is your normal cell. This is your normal cell, and this normal cell have one gene. That gene is known as proto-oncogene. This is the gene. That gene is known as proto-oncogene. Oncogene, or it is also known as C-oncogene. Clear? Proto-oncogene or C-oncogene. Now, this proto-oncogene having two property. What are these two property? This proto-oncogene having two property. What are these two property? The first one is the contact inhibition. This is the first one property, that is contact inhibition. Contact inhibition. Contact inhibition means what? Contact inhibition means if the cell come close to each other and contact, then the growth of the cell will stop. Understand? Suppose this is one cell and this one is the one cell. So when they will come in the contact with other cell, in this way, coming contact with each other, then the growth will be stopped. Then further there will be no growth, because the contact inhibition property is present in the cell. Now second property is tumor suppressor gene. Second property is tumor suppressor gene. Tumor suppressor gene means what? Means this gene help in suppressing the cancerous cell. These are the two property which you can see in the case of the normal cell. But if the normal cell will be changed into, this normal cell will be changed into cancerous cell. Suppose this one is the cancerous cell, it will change into the cancerous cell. Normal cell change into the cancerous cell. Then here the gene is known as oncogene. And this cell is known as cancer cell. This one is your cancer cell. Normal cell will be changed into the cancer cell. How does this occur? Understand how normal cell, that is the proto-oncogene, will be changed into the oncogene, and it leads to the change of the normal cell into the cancer cell. So there are some agent which help in doing this thing. That agent is known as carcinogen. So here you have to write this agent is known as agent which cause cancer. Agent, here I am writing the thing. Agent which cause cancer. Agent which cause cancer. Which cause cancer is known as carcinogen. Carcinogen. Clear? And this carcinogen which cause cancer are of three types. The first one, here I am talking about a number one. This one is the physical agent. Physical agent. Physical agent means tobacco chewing and tobacco smoking come in this category. Tobacco chewing and tobacco smoking. I am writing T for tobacco chewing and tobacco smoking and tobacco smoking come in this category. Physical agent. Clear? After that the second one is the, here I am writing this one is the second one. This one is the biological agent. Biological agent. Biological agent. So who come in the category of the biological agent? Oncogene virus. Here you have to write that oncogene virus. Oncogene virus come under this category. That is the biological agent. And third agent, my dear student, this one is the third agent. This third agent is chemical agent. Third agent is the chemical agent. Clear? This chemical agent will be divided into two categories, that is ionizing radiation and non-ionizing radiation. Ionizing radiation means radiation which require more energy, and non-ionizing radiation means here the energy requirement is less. So here I am writing the thing that the chemical agent ionizing and non-ionizing. Ionizing, and the second one is non-ionizing. Second one is non-ionizing. In the category of the ionizing, which one will come here? That the alpha rays come under the category of the ionizing radiation, and non-ionizing radiation, ultraviolet ray, come under this category. These are the agent which change the normal cell into the cancerous cell. This agent help in changing the normal cell into cancerous cell. Understand? Now what will happen, my dear student, if this cancer cell will be more in number? Means what I am saying, that if the number of the cancerous cell, rapid increase in the number of the cancerous cell, here you can see that the rapid increase in the number of the cancerous cell, then it is known as tumor. Tumor means rapid increase in the number of cancer cell. Rapid increase in cell number, then it is known as tumor. Cancer, many cancerous type of cells located here. Clear? Now this tumor, my dear student, this tumor is divided into two categories. tumor divided into two category. The first category is known as, this one is known as benign tumor. This category, my dear student, is known as benign tumor. Clear? Benign tumor means here you can see the capsulated structure, and inside this capsulated structure many cancerous cell located. So this, the cell which is located inside the capsulated cell, so it is known as neoplasm. Neoplasm cell. Clear? And it is located inside the capsulated structure, so it is less harmful. So here you have to write that it is less harmful because it cannot travel. Less harmful because it not able to travel from one place to another place, not able to spread from one position to the another position, so it is less harmful. That much you understand. Now here the another category is there. This category, my dear student, is known as malignant tumor. Here the next category is the malignant tumor. This is the next category, malignant tumor. What will happen here? That this malignant tumor, here I am writing the thing, this malignant tumor is also in the capsulated structure. This is the capsulated structure. Malignant tumor is inside the capsulated structure. This is the capsulated structure in which the cancerous cell present. After that, what will happen? Here you can see that there is a development of the blood vessels. Here you can see that the blood vessels develop. This is the blood vessels which develop. These are the all are the blood vessels. These all are the blood vessels. Blood vessels. And what these blood vessels will do? It will take the nutrient from the neighboring cell. This blood vessel will take the nutrient from the neighboring cell. Number one, taking nutrient from neighboring cell. Nutrient from neighboring cell. Clear? Taking nutrient from the neighboring cell. And point number two, what will it will do? That the nearby cell dies. Here, because nearby cell will get less nutrient, so nearby cell died due to starvation. Here the nearby cell dies due to starvation. Understand? These are the condition will occur here. Blood vessels formation occurs here. Here you can see that there is a formation of the blood vessels, and because of the formation of these blood vessels help in taking nutrient from the neighboring cell, and when they snatch the nutrient from the neighboring cell, then the neighboring cell will die due to the starvation. Clear? After that, what will happen? That it will help in releasing angiogenic factor. Here it will release angiogenic factor. Angiogenic factor. Angiogenic factor. Here I am writing the thing, that it will release angiogenic factor. Angiogenic factor. This factor release angiogenic factor release, and when this angiogenic factor release, then this capsulated structure will break and the cell come out from it, and with the help of the blood vessel it will spread to the other organ. Understand what will happen? Angiogenic factor release, then the breaking of the capsulated structure. This capsulated structure will break, and when this capsulated structure will break, then the cell come out from it, and by the help of the blood vessels spread to other organ, spread to other organ, spread to other organ, and this spreading of to the other organ is known as metastasis. This is known as, my dear student, metastasis. And because here you can see that the metastasis occur, so it is very harmful. So this condition is very harmful, very harmful. This condition is very harmful. This all about the cancer. Understand, this all about the cancer. Now next we will discuss about the detection of cancer and the treatment of the cancer. So first again revise the thing that the cancer, as you know that cell is the fundamental unit of the life, and this cell, when the cell grow in number, then the growth and development of the body will occur. Clear? Because our body is made up of cell. But what will happen if abnormal growth of the cell will occur? Then it is known as cancer. Abnormal growth of the cell is known as cancer. How it will occur? Suppose this is the normal cell having gene. That gene is known as proto-oncogene or C-onc gene. Clear? And this normal cell, because this contains the proto-oncogene and C-onc gene, so it has a specific property that number one, contact inhibition. When the cell come contact with each other, then the further growth will not occur. Point number one. And point number two, tumor suppressive gene. Here some gene are present which help in suppression of abnormal growth of the cell. That gene is known as tumor suppressor gene. These are the two important property of the normal cell. But this normal cell, my dear student, this normal cell will change into the cancer cell. This normal cell will change into the cancer cell, and here you can see that the gene also change, that the proto-oncogene will be changed into the oncogene. So who is responsible for changing the proto-oncogene into the oncogene? There will be some agent that help in doing this process. The agent which help in doing this process is known as carcinogen. This is known as carcinogen. Now my dear student, this carcinogen are of three types. The first one is known as physical type. Clear? That is the tobacco chewing and the tobacco smoking. If you smoke tobacco and if you take tobacco by chewing, then it come under the category of physical agent. Second one is the biological agent. There is some virus which change the normal cell into the cancerous cell. That virus is known as oncogene virus. And the third one, my dear student, is the chemical agent. Chemical agent are of come in the two categories. If your body is exposed to ionizing radiation, clear, that is the X-ray, then it will cause cancer. If your body is exposed to non-ionizing radiation, then also it will cause cancer. Ultraviolet ray come under this category. And one more important thing, my dear student, you have to understand that ionizing radiation means it require more energy. Non-ionizing radiation, it requires less energy. So non-ionizing radiation is basically safe. Okay, when we move further, I will talk regarding this cancer. Now, as you know that this is the one cancer cell. When many cancer cell, means mass of the cancer cell, mass here you have to write mass in cell number, cell mass, increase in cell mass, increase in cell mass of cancerous cell, increase in cell mass of cancerous cell, then it is known as tumor. Increase in cell mass of the cancerous cell, then it is known as tumor. Now this tumor is two types. The first one is known as benign tumor, neoplasm, because the cancerous cell is present, okay, inside the envelope. So when it is present inside the envelope, then it will not spread from one place to another place. So this cancer is less harmful here. Understand? But when you see that the second case, that is the malignant tumor, clear, malignant tumor, this malignant tumor, understand, this malignant tumor, here you can see that malignant tumor is there, cancerous cell inside the capsulated structure, but here there will be the formation of the blood cell in the malignant tumor. When there is a formation of blood cell, it snatch the nutrient of the neighboring cell. Understand? It snatch the nutrient of the neighboring cell. When it snatch the nutrient of the neighboring cell, then neighboring cell will die due to the starvation. Clear? After that, what will happen, that this will release one factor that is known as angiogenic factor, and because of this factor, angiogenic factor, clear, what will happen, this capsulated structure will break and the cancerous cell will come from it, and by the help of the blood it will spread to the other organ, and this process of spreading to the other organ is known as metastasis. I hope in student you understand the topic of the cancer. Next I will discuss about the treatment and diagnosis of the cancer. Clear?